Hey everybody, it's Erin Reed and welcome back to our Christmas card of the day. So for today, this one is all about using the freebie gift from scrapbook.com. This is Amy Tangerine die cut shapes, and I've already kind of pulled out a couple. So in here you have a whole bunch, and you can see them on the back, of really cool die cut shapes, and they have nothing to do with Christmas, but we're going to twist them into Christmas. So I pulled out these couple of, and I need to actually pull out the other one. He's beautiful. I mean, just look how gorgeous this is, this little gold thing. And so I played with that concept, and then I pulled out a few shapes. They have some very generic shapes. There's also, if you ever get a die cut pack, you're like, that's just not going to work, flip it over. Because sometimes just using the craft, and that's what I'm doing for this one, just using the craft side, it still has a really cool design, but it may not work with what you're doing. So that is where we're going with it. I have a craft base for my card. And as always, all links are down below, and link to where you can get your freebie for the day is going to be down below as well. So I have a craft card stock base, just opening it normally here. I have a piece of paper. This one is from Adorn It, and I am using the freebie that we got a few days ago, which is the dauber. So it's kind of fun. You can integrate your freebies. I am using it with Stays On ink. Great ink. You can use it for more than just regular old stamping. So I'm just going to come in and I'm going to add a little bit of some ink along the edges here. There is a lot of different colors of red happening. There is different colors of red happening within this background paper. We also have a very different color of red happening with this, and I'm playing on that. I don't have super matchy stuff, so I'm going to play with the fact that my reds are a little bit different. So I'm going to come in right now and add a good amount of ink to the edge of this, right here, right along here, really emphasizing that there is another layer of red happening. And now it's just a matter of layering it all up, adding up my tape runner, just going through and adding it in there. There we go. And then I have my die cut piece. I don't want to add red to this because I want it to have kind of a change of a color here. I don't want to emphasize too much red, because then it gets overly red. So add that in. Layers are so much fun because it really makes card making simple. Now, I had debated adding another layer of red, and I was like, nah, it's just too much. So I flipped it over, and I'm using the gold of the Rainier foiled paper. Again, makes life so easy because it's just this beautiful color. And it die cut, and what I did is I die cut a large die in a tag, and they're nesting tag sets that come from scrapbook.com, and then I did the tag that's just a little bit smaller, and this is the one that I've inked in red. And I had debated doing the red. I mean, I went all different, and I was like, nope, and then I just flipped the tag over and went with the white side. You know, you got to play, and this is why I haven't glued anything down. I build my cards kind of like this, where I put the layers on layers on layers, and then I decide, okay, you know, if that doesn't work, flip it over, try something different. You never know. You never know what's going to work. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of this twine, and I remember I was doing this, and I want to make it small. There's actually one more step here that I completely forgot to do, but we will do it in a minute. All right, so I'm taking my twine and layering it, going back and forth. I have one end here, and I'm going to trim off because that little side is a little bit too long. There we go. And I'm just going to lay my flower over top of that. And if it looks like it's kind of the right size, it's not too big, then I'm good to go. All right, and this is where I screwed up. I was supposed to stick this down. But you know what? I got to use glue for this anyway, so I will just pull out my glue. And because I've got a lot of different layers happening here with different elements, I'm using a little bit more of a thicker glue. And I just love this die cut piece from Amy Tangerine. It's so cute. And when I saw the gold, I was like, we could totally use this for Christmas. Why not? And then flip it over. This is a flower I've had for a long time. I actually got it from Michael's ages ago. And I had a whole pack still. So I'm using them. Look how fast that went together. It's just layering up layers. And then I'm pulling out the stickers. I used these in the card from yesterday. And I'm just pulling out the word Christmas and putting it on the bottom here. That's it. And then for my other card, I'm going to use the Very Merry. So now I'm going to decide, is there any other little things I want to add to this? So I've just pulled out a little star. Do I like this star? Yeah, it kind of works. Pulling out that little star, putting it up at the top. It's just a little bit of something different. I don't think I really need to go crazy and adding too much because then it's going to take away. I totally add adhesive to the wrong side of my tag. I cannot believe I just did that. There was a little cursing happening just before I pulled the edit back up on this. Yay for the bloopers. All right, so I'm just going to show you my really quick fix on this one. All you have to do is you take your finger and you pull up the tape. This is a Xyron tape runner. You got to make sure your fingers are clean. I'm going to be adding this on top, so I only need to pull off the adhesive up to the point where you're not going to see it anymore. So I'm literally like taking my finger and removing the adhesive. So you truly just come in, and you can't do this after it's been on here too long, but if you realize you did it pretty close to it, I do not want to go and recut a tag. I'm at the point where I'm just like, nope, not going to happen. So there it is, and then I'm just going to come in and place, and there's a little bit up at the top too. So if you ever put your adhesive down, just use your finger and kind of rub it off. I am putting a little bit of pressure. Don't get me wrong. I'm definitely adding pressure to that. This goes on. I'm seriously full of all kinds of fun bloopers today. I was going to totally speed through that, but you know what? Sometimes it's nice to know that other people make boo-boos and you're not, oops, see, there I am again. I need to get my head on straight. I'm totally losing it. Okay, so this is what I was going to tell you guys from the very beginning. Going back to the beginning. All right, when I first lay this down, I can barely see this layer behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a fake out. I'm just going to cut this right down the middle, and I'm going to adhere this down to my tag. I actually just did that backwards again. I think I'm tired. I seriously think I'm tired. Okay, I don't want to stick this down too far because, so here I am doing is I'm just kind of coming in and I'm laying it. I'm extending out the square, pretending the square is a little bit bigger than it actually is, and then making sure that it works with the card. All right, now I got my layers and now I am good, and I'm putting it all down. Yay, now I'm happy. So you can go with different shapes. It's layering fun shapes. Here we did a circle, here we've done a square, but it's just adding layers and layers of shapes. And just because the die cut pieces don't match doesn't mean you can't use them. Most definitely go for it. All right, get out my twine again. And it's adding a little interest. I want to show you what it looks like without it. So without it, it works, but it looks kind of flat. It's like it's missing something. Like, okay, you just stick a flower in the middle of there. You add another layer, at least this is how I feel about it. You add another layer and it just creates more dimension and just something else happening. Adds a little more interest, I guess, is the best way to describe it. I don't know, maybe you disagree. Maybe you like just the flower on there. So guess what? You can go make your own card. Yay, please make your own cards. I love it when people make cards. I think it's fantastic. And create it the way that you would want to create it. You don't have to follow my lead. And there they are. So minus all my little blunders and fumbles and oopsies and stuff like that, we finally have a pair of Christmas cards. This is our Christmas card of the day today, and they are using the Amy Tangerine die cut pieces, and I have barely put a dent in these. And this is a whole free pack that you get from scrapbook.com today for putting in an order. So make sure you head over there. Links and everything are going to be down below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye-bye.